Okay, stage 3. This is the shadow stage, and probably, in my opinion, the most challenging stage of the pathway. You're sensing more and you're beginning to tune into your intuitive side. You're just sensing more ups and downs in your emotional landscape, and you see it, but you don't quite understand it yet. Okay, the goal in this stage is that you're looking to understand your behaviours in your personal and professional life. You're beginning to look at the roles you have and how you identify to them. And this can be, like I said, an uncomfortable stage. It's where you're confronting the older parts of you. You're actively seeking to understand and unlock your limitations. It's uncomfortable, but it's the place you have to go through to develop and to grow and to start to shed behaviours, identities, the things that are holding you back. So I understand the apprehension about going into this stage, or when you're in this stage, but it's lean into it. That's my advice, and it is one of the most profound stages out there. And so when you're in stage 3, when you have the capacity to see where you're getting stuck in old limiting beliefs. Those times where maybe you've had multiple relationships and you're starting to see a familiar pattern, yet the people that you're interacting with, whether that's intimacy or whether it's friendships, whatever, the same problem is coming up. You're starting to see, wait a minute, this is familiar. So that's what I mean by that. You're starting to be aware of where you're getting stuck in old limiting beliefs. And if you are noticing that the same problem is coming up with different people, that's a wonderful sign, because in my experience, that's my cue to look at me. You're actively seeking to release these limiting beliefs. You're beginning to do practices, deeper practices that I'll touch on in a minute, that are beginning to shed those emotional, physical, energetic limitations. And so the obvious place to start at to look at this and to help kind of release limiting beliefs is psychotherapy, which is an amazing talk therapy. However, this stage is where the skill of using peak states come in. And peak states could be the intentional, wise use of psychedelics. It could be the use of breath work. It could be some form of sexual practice like tantra. It could be art. It could be movement. Some practices that are getting you deeper into your psyche, not just in your head, but within your body. All of our emotional landscape, our body is a library to our emotions that we've been through our whole life. All our trauma is stored within our body. And so to release that, it needs multiple different ways to let that out, and to not just to push it down, but to let it out, to express it, and to free yourself. And really, this is a way of letting go of old ways and to raise the level of your awareness in your life. It's a conscious practice. You're really mindful of what you do. It's a heavy stage to be in, but you can be with that. You can allow that, because the only way to let it out is to be with it and to process it. You're very disoriented because you're letting go of old ways, which means you're developing new ways of how you want to be. You're learning to be kind to yourself and accept what is. One of the things that kind of identifies the challenge of this stage, certainly in my experience, was that old friendships started to drop off. As you grow, you change your beliefs, you change your mindset, you change your outlook and perspectives of life, and that's wonderful. But sometimes, we all don't go at the same time, and so friendships may drop off. Friendships that you've had lifetimes, you may start to drop off, but you will start to meet new people that are more resonating with you. You're going to attract new friends in your life. So that's stage 3.